Hello, my dear Geminis. This is your reading for the week of May 18th, or when you hear it and it resonates. And of course, it will not be for every Gemini. Gemini. The first thing that I want to say is I felt like this big hug coming around you. It felt as though there was a higher energy, an angelic, I'll call it an angelic energy, a protective energy that's coming in to surround you. And they're surrounding you in this energy as a way to say, okay, let your energy settle for a minute. We're going to hold you in this space. We are going to hold this space for you so that you can look at this particular issue, because it's kind of a catch-22 around pride, insecurity, and generosity. Now, stick with me on this because it's nuanced, okay? The feeling that I'm getting with this, I get the pride card, and the first thing with the pride card, I go, but Gemini? But the pride card is really talking about the fact that sometimes when we are acting in what appears to be a humble way, it's actually almost like a mask for the pride behind it, for a certain pridefulness. But that pridefulness is really coming from, for most people, that kind of pridefulness comes often from a sense of insecurity that can lead to things like, see if you've ever done this. Oh, no, that's all right. That's just what I do. As opposed to, yeah, I'm really good doing this. I hope you notice that I'm really good doing this, because that's going to give me the feedback that I need to feel good about myself from the outside, because I don't necessarily have it on the inside. Now, where it gets tricky, Gemini, is that by your nature, you really do want to be generous. You are some of the most engaged people that I have met in terms of your willingness to reach out, step out, assist. So it's not that they want to say, don't be proud of yourself. What they're encouraging you to do is to really take the time to notice what supports you in feeling genuinely good about you, regardless of what anybody else thinks about you or what you are doing for them. Doesn't mean to say you won't do good, kind things for people and that you can't feel proud of that, but it's not meant to be exclusively when you do things for people, when you give things to people. This is meant to be really you getting deeply into that self-love, where whatever kindness you're experiencing is just an outpouring of you feeling good about yourself and valuable in who you are, regardless of whether you do anything, again, ever for anybody. It's asking you to recognize your innate goodness. And in that, of course, it's your connection to your higher conscious mind, to your compassionate heart, and to that sense of yourself as an essentially divine being. So it's really a movement towards, it's not a criticism at all. It's an acknowledgement that this is part of a coping mechanism for people, not just Gemini, but it can happen with you. And that, again, it can be difficult to define because you have a generous nature already. So they're saying to you in the process of this to help really get in touch with that sense of deep self-love and self-connection. First of all, it's kind to you first, okay? Be kind to yourself first. When people are asking you to do things, really check in to see if it can, if not, and if not, period. And or maybe a compromise, are you going to take care of my cat? Will you take care of my cat? Well, I can do one day, but I can't do 4. Okay, then. For example, this can come from this underlying sense of the need to be seen as good. Can sometimes that over like that pride, that pridefulness, as opposed to just healthy pride in who you are, can come from a sense of abandonment. So for those of us who have experienced any sense of having been left vulnerable without the resources, physical, emotional, economical, whatever, it can lead to that need to stay in connection in a way where you're constantly getting positive feedback. But this is really about you learning to reconnect with yourself, because when you are connected with yourself, you're never abandoned unless you choose to do it, which is kind of what we've all done in a way. And what we're learning is to now not do that. This can be the way it can show up for you, my dears, but this is also the way to move through it. The positive triggers, the being able to identify. Oh, okay, I'm going to share this really quickly. I heard an exercise online from Terrence Real, who is a psychologist, and what he suggests is go through a week where you take 5 minutes, no more, every day and say, when were you seeing yourself on par with people? When were you one up and when were you one down? I think that's a great exercise. So I'm going to leave you with that, Gemini. Much love, great angelic presence supporting you as you move inward towards your own self-love. And I'm going to leave you with that. Take care.